Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, I checked out Fit to Kill, and this 1993 movie was directed by Andy Senderis and stars Julie Strain, Donna Spear, and Bruce Penhall, among others, of course. The story of this movie follows this, I believe it's like Chinese diplomat, and he is retiring, and he wants to give this diamond to Russia for some reason. And so it follows this team of female agents, and they are tasked with kind of protecting the diamond and making sure everything goes smoothly. But, you know, Julie Strain's character wants to steal the diamond along with her little team of co-conspirators. But what will happen exactly? Well, you have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. Well, this is an Andy Senderis movie, and if you're unfamiliar with who he is this notorious B-movie maker, but he makes a special style. He calls it the BBB movie, like triple B. And for him, the B stand for bombs, bullets, and boobs, and this one has an excess amount of all of those things, especially boobs. I think compared to his other movies, and I've seen quite a few, this has more boobs than his other ones, so if that's what you were going for his movies, then yeah, this one's probably going to be on your radar. And it also has lots of bombs too. I do think it has less bullets than the other one, so more boobs, more bombs, but less bullets. So if that is something you're into, yeah, check it out. Also, with the story in Fit to Kill, and having watched some of his other movies, I have to say that this one is actually quite competently done. It actually makes sense, unlike Picasso Trigger, and things don't happen just randomly. It kind of all fits together perfectly, and that's definitely good. It definitely goes a long way for this movie, especially if you're like sitting in a group and there's, you know, long periods of, I don't know, them swimming or something, and you can actually discuss the story. It actually fits together, so that's, you know, a big plus for this movie. And with Julie Strain's character, I thought her storyline was actually pretty good. Again, like, it all fits together really well. She is the bad guy in this one, so we do spend some time with her, and it is a good like kind of juxtaposition with the main story, and you get to see how things are kind of unfolding behind the scenes. And so, you know, it just fits together so well. And there's also like a C plot that's going on in the background too. It's like with these Russian diplomats. I really enjoyed that one. I thought they were really cute. And they have like a catchphrase in their storyline, and it's so much fun. It really makes you believe that anything is possible.
Is it possible?
In America, anything is possible.
And so they say that like a bunch of times. And, you know, by the end, like I was convinced of that too. And furthermore, with all of these movies, they do have some type of gimmick, I would say. You know, like Day of the Warrior has the warrior character. And the gimmick for this one is helicopter drones. And they attach like rockets onto the drones too, and the drones are firing rockets, and I thought that was just so much fun. A simple, effective way to add this really strong, fun element to your movie. So that was definitely good. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this film. Well, I know this is an Andy Senderis movie, so the next sentence is not going to be that, you know, controversial, but there are some tasteless elements in this one. I know, you know, with this type of movie, there's lots of boobs, and they've even upped the boobs to like, at some points, it's just like softcore porn, you know, but like that's not what I have an issue with. The tasteless element that I thought was, you know, they have this diamond, and this diamond was stolen from the Russians by the Nazis, but it is still in its like Nazi box. And so when they open it, like there's a big swastika there. And I'm just like, oh no, like they should have changed that like right after they received this box. But no, they never did. And it was just something like that was very shocking the first time you see it. And so maybe I can clip it in here for you. And so you can see like what type of box it is, and they open it like a bunch of times and nobody says anything about like changing it. Like you think that's would be kind of the first thing that you changed. And they're also trying to give it back to the Russians, and like they're not changing the symbols. And I'm just like, you're going to give them the diamond back with this Nazi box? Like that just seems tasteless as well. So it was just something that was pretty shocking for me. In addition, I know I said I did enjoy the plot, but you know, I'm sitting there, I'm really thinking about it. I really enjoy kind of that quality of movies that really get you thinking, or at least having to think to keep track of everything. With that being said, I think it is easy to lose the plot if you're just sitting there alone. If you're sitting in a group, I think it would be excellent because, you know, you can discuss what's going on and how the plot fits together. But yeah, it is definitely easy to get lost in the plot. And that's happened to me in other Andy Sedaris movies. But this one, like I said, like if as long as you're thinking about it, it does all fit together. So yeah, this is the thinking man's Andy Sedaris movie. Other than that, it's still an Andy Sedaris movie, so it still has his qualities to it. They have like a very home video style of shooting sometimes. Like there'll be flying in a plane and they'll just be like, filming the cockpit and them like steering the plane and whatnot. Like this is kind of pointless. What else? They have like a camera set up and then women just kind of change in front of it for a few minutes and you're just like, again, pointless nudity, I guess. And so there's lots of stuff like that does make it like a generic Andy Sedaris movie. Besides the helicopters, yeah, there's not much unique about it. So it does kind of feel forgettable or just like kind of gets lost in the crowd. I do think it is one of his better ones, especially with the coherent story, like I said. But yeah, ultimately gets lost in the crowd, I would say. So who would I recommend this movie for? Well, I think if you're an Andy Sedaris fan, yeah, turn this one on. Like I said, I think it's one of the better ones. If you're having like a bad movie night and you guys don't mind the nudity, then yeah, sure, turn this one on. It should be pretty funny. As for a rating, I gotta give it the 4.5. And having said that, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with a post-credit scene this time. I chose to do an Andy Sedaris movie because one of our fine viewers kind of recommended it, and that person was Mwamba85DT, so thanks for, the idea. I always appreciate the ideas on this channel, so yeah, thanks. And with that being said, join us in the next one.